Hello, welcome to this edition of the Evening Review. My name is Taiwan Jabala, your host for tonight. Let's quickly look at today's front page of Namibian Sun. So tonight in this segment, I'm joined by Wendelinus Hamutenya, who is a gay rights activist. He's involved in a lot of activities associated with that orientation. Welcome to the show, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Jabela. It's nice really to to meet you, and I'm happy to be here.
Yes. When I'm calling you, say, am I correct, or do you prefer to be called something else?
No, I'm fine with it. You can call me say, but just that's the title that I prefer to be called normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm asking because there are gay people who, if you call them sir, they get very offended. So we don't know now how to approach this matter in terms of the titles.
Yeah, I do understand, and we still respect their choice of the title.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's start with the basics. So I'll be sounding very ignorant tonight on this show, but forgive me. So you are gay. You are openly gay. You are confidently gay, to the extent that you even stood for Mr. Gay Namibia competition some years ago. When did you become aware that you are gay?
Yeah, basically that, yes, I'm indeed a very proud gay person. I must say maybe I was the first black gay man to come out, especially coming to my culture, as Osbambo speaking. Yeah. I think at the age of 16, I was already knew that I was a gay person, although I was keeping it for myself, because growing up, look after the cattle in the north, it was quite very challenging. And it's not something easy. You just woke up tomorrow and then you start talking about it. Yeah. Although people, they talk about it behind doors or wherever, but it was very difficult for me to express my feelings. Yeah. But because now I knew that I was a gay person, when I'm with other young boys, like we are swimming, in Oceana and all type of things, so you realize that, okay, so where is the balance like here? So you try to find yourself, where do exactly you belong. But sometimes it becomes like, to you, it comes as a surprise. You thought maybe it's a phase, something will pass by, and then so at that time of my age, I have to start having a lot of girls, especially around the schools, and I was a very, very attractive young men. So all the girls, they wanted, most of girls, they like to have good looking men. So, and then people sometimes, I don't want to use the word womanizer, but I was having a lot of girls because I was trying to, my thinking was like that, I'm trying to kill that feelings that is towards me, so that I make sure that maybe if I have a lot of girls, these things will pass. But unfortunately, it's not something that
didn't happen.
Yes.
So how did you know that you are gay? Is it at that age of 16, you look at yourself, you have, I assume you have male organs functioning well, and everything else, and you're in that community, also a very conservative community of Ovambo. How did you realize that you're gay?
Yeah, Jabel, I must confess that, you know, when at that age, you try to explore where your feelings taking you to. Because growing up in the village and then young boys of my age, we have this thing of, if you see there's girls, you also up for that competition, who gonna get that lady?
Yeah.
So I was also that young man of grabbing that lady, who gonna get that lady?
Yeah.
But growing up with my people of my age, they're a little bit jealous of me because there was not a girl saying no to me. There was not a girl saying to me because I know how to approach, I know how to propose a girl and all that of things. It was a little bit challenging, but the feelings that were still inside me, that was disturbing me now. Where am I? Because I didn't have to find myself. So I need to, sometimes I try to, even I got even depression or even stress because these feelings are, it's like they are colliding to each other. So I have to make up my mind where I belong to. And then for the first time, I need to speak to one of the guys, but one of the guy that I told was also having a similar feelings like mine. So where we end up, start dating in the north, but people were saying that, oh, these guys, they are very close friends. But we actually were not very close friends. We were actually the couples. Yeah, we were couples. But it was very difficult for us to, even to tell your mom or to tell even your father, even your siblings, even you are too close to each other. It was very difficult growing up in the north. It's quite very a challenge. And then sooner or later, people they have to realize that because most of the girls that I used to play, like they go with me. Now I don't have sexual intercourse with them. Then they start gossiping among each other. Neyman, that guy is something is wrong with him.
It's my boyfriend, but
it's my boyfriend, but doesn't want to have sex encounter with me. But for me, I just have to. I said, oh no, we have to wait, and I give up all the excuses. Because I know inside my heart that okay, you know what, I'm just trying to please people around me, to please the community, or to please even the people. They're my friends. Because sometimes your friend they will try to distance from you if you.
Of course.
They find out that you have kind of feelings.
We'll talk about that. So you can confidently say that you being gay is biological. It's not just one morning you woke up and decided, no, I'm going to follow this path. It's something that you feel.
Yes, most of the people they always saying that it's something that you import from Europe, but I was never been in Europe that time. So I've been in Namibia. I never even I only seen the plane, or either in the book or in the air passing the roof of our house. So being gay is not something somebody learned from school. It's something that you're born with, and it's something that you cannot able to take out from you. You find some people that are saying that they were gay and then now they are born again. You can be born again even you are still a gay person, but your sexual orientation remain with you to the rest of your life.
Remain with you. So, speaking of religion now, there's this belief that somehow if you are gay, you are also, the practice of being gay is against the teachings of God, the Bible. Do you go to church? Do you believe in God?
Yes, I believe in God. I'm a Roman Catholic. I was baptized, I was confirmed, and then I received also my Holy Communion. So I'm a full Christian, and I go to church every day because people, they just believe that because if you are gay, or that's your sexual orientation, but this is the person being you. And then the relationship that we have with God is not the relationship that we have with people around on this earth. So everyone pray, or you go in your room and then you pray. But unfortunately, I go to church. I'm a full Christian, and I was raised in the Christian family. So we have people who I was even lucky. I was one of the altar boy. There's a Roman Catholic, and at the young age, I even wanted to become a priest. So I was serving God only that maybe when I grown up, maybe that was not my calling, but I always wanted to become a priest when I grow up.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, having realized that you're gay, you were convinced at some stage now, later in your life, that you're actually gay. Who did you inform first, apart from the guy that you were seeing at the time? The people within your space, your family, your friends, who did you speak to first?
Yeah, I was more close to my father.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was studying in the primary school in the north, then I come to Diebra, here St. Joseph, where I come to attend my school. I was more close to my father, and then so my mother was in the north. So I informed my. First of all, I didn't inform him because when I arrived at St. Joseph at Diebra, I found some young Caymen that were in that school, and then I'm trying not to find myself. How will I associate myself with them? But they were speaking Afrikaans. I didn't know how to speak Afrikaans, so I was trying myself now to make sure to pick up 2 or 3 words in Afrikaans to make sure that okay, I can fit them. So we got involved at at school, and then we was asked to bring our parent at school. And then my father was one of them, but I need to inform that to bring me at school. So, but because we engaged in these activities, and then it's where the hostel father were informed that you need to go and call your parents. So unfortunately, I need to call my father. And then there was no way, you have to inform your father what is the issue that you are called to school. So I'm trying to lie to like this, but obviously you have to know. I informed my father, but my father didn't really. He was not familiar maybe with me. He was not expecting me to. I think each and every parent, you don't expect your kid to turn out that way. So everyone will say on what your mafuma and all type of things. So those are the things that they're expecting to each and every parent. So my father, the reaction and him being ex-combatant, so and how they react very differently, and things it didn't go what I expected. So that time is for the time of this Michael Jackson, you know, that big police cars. Yes. So my father informed the police that this is not normal. So I'm just saying that that big Michael Jackson standing at our house, and so, and then for me, my father look at it as something that is abnormal, something is not normal. So you need to have to. I was taken by the police taken to Central Hospital. There's a hospital called psychiatry. Yes, where I was taken there because apparently this is weird and this.
To go and examine your mind.
Yes, go and examine my mind. But I still have to find that doctor who examined my mind because I was kept there for more than 3 days. Yeah. So I need because I have to escape. Yeah. Because I know there was nothing wrong with me. So I still have to find out that doctor what exactly the outcome of the
of the examination.
Yes.
Okay. Now and then of course. Eventually, I suppose your family then came to hear and accept that you were gay, your mother too, and everybody else, your siblings. But you are still from the north. You are from Angwena region, aren't you?
Yes.
A very conservative, very African, very traditional region, like others in the north. How did your household and everybody else came to accept you?
Yeah, because I was not a troublemaker at the village. I was always a welcoming person, and then coming also to our household is also not a house for troublemakers. So we were regarded as peace-loving and people who fearing God and all type of things. So I didn't really get any trouble with my village or my community. So basically some of them, they were just started talking behind doors or behind bushes and all type of things, because I was the person who liked playing soccer. Yeah, I thought maybe I could become a professional soccer by now. Yeah, yeah, and then also start also playing this Ndilimani.
Yes.
That time is not the time of the independence
the
coming,
drums.
The drums and all type of things, and then that time they've seen my actions, how I act. Most of the people, they said that, okay, you are more feminine, because people, when they look at the gay person, they expect you to be feminine, or they expected you to be called a she, like you were saying it from the beginning of the show. So that they expect to be show. So, but we are different, because there are different types of gay people, there are different types of LGBT, that we call LGBT. Everyone fall each under, but people, they intend to place us in the box. But my community was, I didn't really get any discrimination from my community or from my siblings and all type of things. But most of the people, they didn't know about, and I took part in Mr. Gay Namibia in 2012. It's where most of the people now start knowing me and all type of things. But taking part in Mr. Gay Namibia, it was a little bit of a challenge, because most of the friends that used to associate with me, they distanced from me. And then I was feeling lonely at the point that I feel like, oh, maybe it was a wrong decision that I made. But it was indeed a correct decision that I made. Because I become a spokesperson of for those they cannot speak for themselves. I become how do you call it? I become someone they can look up to, especially the young gay community when it's come from the north now. You wherever, even when you go even at UNAM, you go to Polytech, you go to schools. So because during of my reign as Mr. Gay Namibia, I visited schools. I even visited the Ukwanyama Palace. Yeah, so where I was welcomed by the Queen. So, but she expressed that these things had been there, and then that it gave me more courage, and then than before, because that is the elders that think these things have been there on the people, they've been always wrapped under the carpet. That was actually the issues there. People they were not openly spoke about it until now. In this new generation of us, we stand up and say that enough is enough. We need to stand up and let our voice be heard.
Indeed.
Yes.
Before we go into the gay rights issues in Namibia, I just want to hear how you are a father also. You are a biological father of children.
Yes.
How do your children take the fact that you are gay, openly gay, and they see their father on social media? Of course, you dress like a man.
Yes.
I mean, like you are a man, of course. You dress like heterosexual men, essentially.
Yeah.
How do your children take the fact that you are gay?
Yeah, I think my children, especially the young ones, the girl is very understanding.
Yeah.
When normally pick him up from school, it surprised me one day, and then while I picked her up from school, and then she was like, she's calling the teacher, this is my gay daddy. And then I was there now acting like a heterosexual man. Then it was a surprise to me for my daughter calling the teacher, this is my gay dad. It was a surprise to me. Yeah. So where I realized, okay, my children, they really understand me, my sexuality and all that, because normally they stay with my aunties, so, and one is staying with the mother, but I still understand my sexuality and such. So I don't also expect most of people ask me, how do your kids address you? I expect my children to address me as a father. I'm their father. I'm not their mother. They have mother and they have father. Yeah, although even now I can confess that I'm engaged with a male person, so they're going to respect that as such, that there are two fathers, not two mothers. We cannot not be. We're going to make it clear to our children that, okay, there are two fathers that love each other. Yes.
Now, speaking of that, I didn't know that you were engaged, but now it leads me into my next question, which is, of course, the gay rights now. You are saying being gay is biological. It's not a lifestyle. It's not something that you chose to do. It's who you are. How do you feel about the fact that your feelings as a man are not sort of accommodated in law here. You cannot marry that love of your life here in Namibia.
Yes, that is a quite unfortunate, that is more painful. And then just where we are speaking out, that we still stuck on the Dutch it's a common law that passed sometime back 1927, if I'm not mistaken, that we're still having that law, sodomy law, that is not created in the Namibian constitution. Although being gay is not illegal in Namibia, but
sodomy itself is
sodomy law is
it's illegal.
It's illegal. Yeah, that's why the people, they didn't they try to associate together being gay and Sodom. So those are the two type of things. People, they have to the definition of those two things. So, but that law is still in the our constitution, that is also preventing us now us to enter in the union as two couples or two females. So, but now we need to have to travel outside of Namibia to go and like marry in South Africa, and then when we come back, and then we do our celebration that always normally took place when we do that. So it's quite unfortunate that it's very painful. That's why we are advocating for that, that makes sure that the sodomy law is scratched from that law, and then everyone can be, because love does not discriminate. Why should we discriminate? You don't choose whom you fall in love with. So everyone you chose in love come naturally. That's why we talk about that being gay is not a phase, or it's not something that you woke up tomorrow or then you have that feeling. It's something that within you. So, and then sometimes straight people, they intend, especially in our culture, they tend to, for instance, you are a heterosexual person, it's the people seeing us working together, they think that, oh, okay, he also like that. But that's not the case. As a gay person, I have to have, not only to have gay friends, I need to have heterosexual friends, I need to have also heterosexual female friends. And that's that some people, they forget to, they judge too fast, instead of if Wendelinus is friend to who and who, they already wanted to add 1 + 1 is what. And probably sometimes you act in the feminine ways that, yes, you know, have you seen him, how he acted in the thing, because people, they intend that gay people, they are more feminine, but that's not the case.
Indeed.
Yeah.
My second last question is on, so if the law on sodomy is removed, that still doesn't mean then that you'll be able to get married here. There ought to be some other laws then that sort of really accommodate people like yourself.
Yes, you know what we are fighting for now. We are not just fighting about the same-sex marriage. What we are fighting is freedom. We don't want to be treated as a second class in this country. What we are fighting for is our right to be recognized, and in the manner that whenever we were given job opportunities, that we don't look at on our sexual orientation, but they look at who I am.
Yes. What
quality can I bring in any sort of institution? Yes. We mustn't be charged on according to our sexual orientation. We've seen a lot of especially our transgender people, they've been discriminated, or even gay people. I remember the last time I wanted to rent a place. And then when I went there, the man was showing me around the house and all, and then said that no one was taken off the house. And then he told me that they will keep it for me. So when after I called after 2 days, he's telling me, no, the house was taken. And then I went and called with different number. And then he called me, yes, the house is still available. You can still come and view it. And it shocked me, because so we are still being denied that opportunity.
Yes.
Same apply in the job opportunity. So if we still have that law, so we want to be equal like everyone else, but we don't want to be treated as second-class citizens. We want to be equal, and then want to be given opportunities, and then we even want to be part of because the people are saying that where were they before the independence? We are also liberation struggle. we were there, and then we still be there. We were in the bush as well. We were also fighting for this liberation of this country. So it's not that it's something that it was imported by other countries, but it's something that I'm a Namibian, and I was never been, I've been in Europe, I've been everywhere, but it's not mean that something that I imported from those countries to bring it to Namibia, but it was something here. So go to school everywhere is in all cultures, and it's everywhere.
Indeed. The final question to me, to you, Mr. Hamutenya, is there was a lot of commotion last week. There was a gay person that was filmed in Khobabis, I think, being tied on a chair and being whipped by a community leader there. We do not have the details, but what we hear is that the young man or woman, I see some newspapers are referring to him as or her as a woman. So, but people are saying that this person committed crime of some sort. You know, he misled the old man that he was a woman and made the old man pay or deposit money for him. Then he turned out to be a man. I don't know the details, but I'm just saying that the gay community, your community, acted as or reacted as though this was a homophobic incident. Nobody's talking about the crime part at all anymore. So what is your reaction to that?
Yeah, it is unfortunate that the leader they have to go to that extent of wiping a human being.
Yeah.
Before we talk about this, the person's sexual orientation, this is a human being. We're supposed to protect his dignity that it was stripped by the person who was taking the film, and then the person was whipping this. I spoke to the victim. I have her number. Actually, she's identified as a transgender woman. So I spoke to him even last night. That how she's keeping it, and then but she's doing fine. Although a certain let me also make it that she was informed me that because there was a case was open against the men, and then my man was out of bail, and then the men went and opened also a case. It was I spoke to the victim yesterday, and then because the victim we brought him here in Vindu, so for some protection. So some of our colleagues, they have took her back today to Khobabas to attend because the police, they called her that there was a case open against her by the older men. So but that is unfortunate that whether you even the police themselves, they cannot take the law in their own hands.
Yes.
So this particular man, and to make it worse, was a leader. He would known better than everyone else, because if you are a leader, you are leading by example. But he went on extend and even used the word of morphe and other things, because the morphe is the word of like it's a discrimination. It's a very wrong word to call to someone, because you are dehumanizing this person.
It's an offensive word.
Yes, it's an offensive word. So people, the intent to call the person on the sexual orientation, whether know that this person have a name. Yeah, so it's unfortunate that his dignity and then his privacy was exposed. Yes. That were not supposed to be exposed, and his sexual and his safety obviously is no longer guaranteed. So we, as a organization, we are not just going to let it go like that. Yes. The lawyers, they need to attend to it. I spoke to also to the victim, Norman Chombe is still taking of that matter, but it's uncalled for. And then we, as an organization, we deserve, we condemn that.
Indeed.
Incident. We hope that it's not going to happen again. So people, they must respect each other. No matter if the crime has been there, nobody's guilty until proven guilty.
Mr. Hamutenya, thank you very much for coming to the show, man.
Thank you very much. It was nice to be on the show.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That was Wendelinus Hamutenya, who is a gay rights activist, engaging us on his journey in this orientation, and also saying that there's absolutely nothing wrong with him or anyone else who is gay in Namibia. Thank you for watching.